So personally, I'm a compulsive overthinker. I'm always thinking, why? So when I become ill, or even if I just have like a health problem crop up and I don't have symptoms, I'm always thinking, why? Like, why is this happening? What is the answer? And what can I do about it? And often I can't get an answer. And this means that I become super frustrated. And actually, the frustration I feel is almost worse than the health problem I'm actually dealing with. What I've learned is that this is actually the mind doing its job. So, the primary function of the mind, of the brain, is to solve problems. And it's like a supercomputer. So, my mentor calls it a supercomputer. As soon as a problem is there, the mind goes, right, this is how I can deal with it. The problem is with health, sometimes there just isn't an answer. And we like to think there's an answer. And there's a group of amazing people out there who can offer us all sorts of advice and all sorts of help and solutions to problems. But there may never ever be a definite answer with health. So, put really simply, feeling happens in the body, symptoms happen in the body, like illness happens inside the body. Thinking, however, happens in the mind. And these two can't always talk to each other in the same language. This one will often do a lot of analysing, a lot of trying to work things out, a lot of trying to find that solution to the problem. And this is just being, it's presenting. And we can't really seek a rational answer often from what's going on in the body. So if illness is happening in the body and we're trying to come at it from a logic point of view, there's a kind of a disconnect. So learning about this disconnect between the mind and the body has basically allowed me to appreciate that this and this are two completely separate entities. And actually, part of the problem is me trying to force them together, trying to get one to understand the other, particularly my mind to understand my body. However, when I let go of my head's needing to understand why everything is happening, when I let go of my mind's needing to know everything, suddenly I relax. I relax up here, and somehow my body relaxes a bit more as well. And it doesn't necessarily mean that my illness just disappears or that the symptoms disappear and I suddenly feel remarkable. It's just that I'm taking away that layer of stress and anxiety that I've been adding by needing to understand it. And I believe that it's here, from this place of being a little bit more accepting, a little bit more loving, and less needing to be in control, that actually the body responds to that and we start to heal. I have by no means mastered it, and I constantly find myself falling back into patterns of overthinking, of needing to understand, needing to get an answer. But very slowly I'm learning to let go of that and to accept where I am. So whereas maybe a year ago I might have spent a whole day beating myself up because I had a cold or I'd got some test results back that I didn't really understand, now I'm just more accepting of it and allowing whatever needs to be, because ultimately it will be teaching me something. So that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. Please do drop a comment below, like the video, share it with anyone you think might enjoy it. I've included below the link to my written blog, in which you'll find an article specifically on this topic. So do head over, give it a read, and let me know what you think.